will look like WNBA champion Sabrina Ionescu let it be known she wants to team up with Caitlin Clark, and the world is...
Have you heard what Sabrina Ionescu just said about Caitlin Clark? It's causing quite a stir. The WNBA star made a bold statement that could shake up the basketball world. She wants to team up with Caitlin for a three-point contest against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Imagine that, the Splash Sisters versus the Splash Brothers. This isn't just a game, it's a potential revolution. Let's dive into why this matters and why you won't want to miss it.
You did the three-point contest against Steph Curry last year. Now, I hear that they want to go back and go 2-on-2, Steph and Klay. Who would your partner be if you get to do this?
It's not Tyvus.
I'm just saying, I'm available. I'm just telling you,
You're available?
I'm available.
You don't want that.
I'm just telling you, listen, I taught Steph what he does.
What are you talking about?
I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlin Clark on my team.
Why does this matter? Sabrina and Caitlin are transforming the game, redefining what's possible on the court. Remember when Sabrina shattered the all-time record at the WNBA?
But Sabrina Ionescu has had the greatest shooting contest performance of all time. In the 2023 WNBA All-Star Weekend, she set what is basically an unbreakable record, men or women.
All-Star game. She dominated the competition, leaving everyone speechless.
Sabrina would want Caitlin to be her splash sister. The two have expressed mutual admiration in the past.
The pairing of these two would be electrifying. Their combined shooting skills are phenomenal, and their game intelligence is unmatched. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Their potential court chemistry could be incredible. Imagine Sabrina threading one of her signature, impossible passes with Caitlin on the receiving end, poised to sink a shot.
Both of them are three. But the reality is that, yes, it is going to be Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu versus Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
But that's not all. This isn't just about teaming up for an ordinary game. Ready for the twist? They're aiming to challenge none other than the Splash Brothers themselves, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
So perhaps the wheels have been in motion, and this is not just a hypothetical situation Sabrina was talking about, and it is something we could see on display at the NBA All-Star Game. So think about how cool that would be. Steph and Klay against Sabrina and Caitlin. That's something you would pay to see or gladly turn on.
Can you believe the audacity? Most players would be nervous at the mere thought of facing two of the greatest shooters in NBA history. But not Sabrina and Caitlin. They're ready to back up their words and take on the challenge.
Ionescu and Caitlin Clark, they are two of, it's funny, they're without question two of the best shooters in the WNBA.
And guess what? They have the skills to back it up. Their shooting percentages are off the charts, and they can hit shots that leave defenders baffled. Both Sabrina and Caitlin possess that rare talent for shooting off the dribble, setting them apart from many other players in the game.
Is that it's the Splash Brothers against what people are calling the Splash Sisters.
This isn't just a game, it's a statement. It's Sabrina and Caitlin declaring, "We're here, we're the future of basketball, and we're ready to take on the best." This challenge could redefine the sport. Are you as excited as I am to see how this plays out? Because trust me, this is one showdown you won't want to miss.
Ionescu had a big first round with 26, Wickham at 28. Well, one of the things Sabrina's talked about shooting this year for the Liberty, she's never had this many open shots before in her career.
Remember when people said women couldn't compete with men in basketball? Sabrina and Caitlin are about to shatter that notion completely. These two aren't just good, they're revolutionizing the game. But here's the twist. They're not just aiming to be the best in women's basketball. They're setting their sights on the NBA's elite sharpshooters. Can you even imagine what's about to happen?
I'm talking impact. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God has ever created. His marksmanship is unrivaled. He is a career 42.8% shooter from three-point range. There are people who have shot 40% from three in one season. Most haven't.
Right.
This dude does it religiously.
Now you might be wondering they're good, but can they really compete with Steph? Let's be real for a moment. Stephen Curry isn't just good. He's a basketball wizard who's redefined the game itself. He can drain threes from virtually anywhere on the court, and he's called the greatest shooter of all time for a reason.
What Sabrina did last year, by the way, was so cool. To go and go head up against Steph Curry, it had to be inspiring to a lot of little girls and little boys as well who go, oh man, she can really shoot it with Steph, who's the greatest shooter of all time, mind you.
And don't even get me started on Klay. Remember when he scored 37 points in a single quarter? That's beyond impressive. It's like something out of a video game. Steph and Klay are basketball royalty, no doubt about it. But here's the thing. Sabrina and Caitlin aren't just any players. They're not showing up to compete. They're aiming to make history. Remember when Sabrina faced off against Steph last year? She didn't just show up, she nearly won. Can you believe that? Shot for shot with the greatest shooter of all time. That's not just impressive, that's incredible. She's been giving off Steph Curry vibes since her freshman year in college. Her range isn't just good, it's practically limitless. She's making shots that leave defenders scratching their heads, questioning if she's even human. Analysts have been comparing her to Steph for years, and now we might actually get to see them face off. How insane is that?
Teams and be like, look, we need a representative for the league. Somebody.
This isn't just a friendly exhibition game. It's a clash of titans. It's the old guard versus the new generation, NBA royalty squaring off against the future of basketball. Can you feel the excitement? The air is electric with anticipation.
To see, that simpatico attitude, and it would be cool to see both of their shooting prowess on display on such a big stage.
This game isn't just about who wins. It's about making an impact. It has the potential to change basketball, proving that great play is great play, regardless of who's on the court. If Sabrina and Caitlin can compete with Steph and Klay, could it pave the way for more mixed games or women in NBA events? It all starts right here.
You know that the NBA is going to do everything they can to put the wheels in motion, forgetting even Clark's participation. I don't know how that would work with her schedule and whatever other commitments she might make, but forgetting that, even just Sabrina. I mean, that was the highlight of NBA All-Star Weekend, and NBA, the All-Star Game, has become a bit of a joke. Really, that was the highlight, though. So the NBA is going to do anything they can to make that happen, and Sabrina obviously seems keen to do it again.
Get ready, basketball fans. What we're about to witness is something truly special. This isn't just a game. It's a revolution, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single second. Remember when NBA All-Star Weekend was must-see TV? It's lost a bit of its luster lately, but hold on. What if I told you Sabrina and Caitlin are about to bring the magic back? This contest could be the shot of adrenaline the weekend's been desperately craving.
I think the NBA are looking at that and being like, the actual way we can save All-Star Weekend is by bringing in WNBA players. Because I'll say this, if you are asking me who the most popular basketball players in the world right now, as far as like people wanting to watch play, Caitlin Clark, number one. Yeah, I'll put her number one, but in a very, very close 1A, 1B, Stephen